Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to the CET, NEET and JEE classes. In the previous video, we already discussed some multiple choice questions with answers on the chapter D and F block elements. In this video, I am going to solve some more different multiple choice questions on the same chapter D and F block elements. So move to the questions. Next question number 87. Read the question carefully and observe the given options also. The oxidation state of chromium in final product formed by the reaction between Ki, means potassium iodide, and acidified potassium dichromate solution is. The oxidation state of chromium in the final product formed by the reaction between Ki and acidified potassium dichromate solution is option A +3, option B +2, option C +6 and option D +4. Students, when we observe the given questions, according to the question, when we write the reaction becomes, you also write the reaction. I tell you Cr2O7 2 minus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6I minus plus 14H plus. When these reactants are combined, then we get the product 3 moles of I2, 7 moles of H2O and 2 moles of Cr3 plus. When we observe the reaction in the product side, chromium Cr, its oxidation state is 3 plus. Therefore, Cr is in +3 state. Hence, the option A is the right answer. Which one is the right answer? +3 is the right answer. Next question number 109. Among the lanthanoids, the one obtained by synthetic method is. Among the lanthanoids, here lanthanoids are given. Among the lanthanoids, the one obtained by synthetic method is option A Lu, option B Pm, option C Pr and option D Gd. Yes, which one is the correct answer for this question? When we observe the given options, in that option B, Pm means promethium, it is obtained by synthetic method. It is obtained by synthetic method. Remember, Pm means promethium. It is the element which is not present in nature. Remember, Pm, it is the element which is not present in nature. It is the only synthetic radioactive lanthanoid. If you want to know more about this promethium, it was first made and studied in 1946. The only isotope of Pm which have been made so far are radioactive. So promethium is the right answer because it is obtained by synthetic method. As therefore B is the right answer. As remember, here option C they given Pr. Pr means praseodymium. Yes, next question number 111. Lanthanoids are one of the theoretical question. If you know well about lanthanoids, then it is very easy to answer the question. So what is the question, students? Lanthanoids are, observe the given options carefully. They given 14 elements in the 6th period 14th elements in the 7th period, 14th elements in the 6th period from atomic number 58 to 71, 14 elements in the 7th period from atomic number 58 to 71 that are filling by 4f sublevel S. Which one is the right answer? Students, remember, lanthanides are 4f series elements. We know the starting from cerium means atomic number 58 to lutetium atomic number 71. This concept we know in theory class. These are placed in the 6th period and in 3rd group, right? As these are present in 6th period and in 3rd group. Lanthanides are 14 elements of 3b group and 6th period, atomic number from 58 to 71, that are filling 4f subcell of antipenultimate cell. From 1 to 14, actually they are placed below the periodic table in horizontal row as lanthanide series. Right? If you know this concept very well, the right answer for this question is option C. Next question number 110. Which of the following elements shows maximum number of different oxidation states in its compounds? Which one of the following elements shows maximum number of different oxidation state in its compounds? Option A, europium. Option B, La. Option C, GD means gadolinium. Option D, Am. Am means americium. Yes, students, which one is the right answer for this question? I think you also know lanthanides. La means lanthanum, GD means gadolinium, shows +3 oxidation state, while option A, Eu means europium, shows oxidation state of +2 and +3, and option D, Am, it shows +3, +4, +5 and +6 oxidation state. Therefore, americium Am has maximum number of oxidation state. Among the given options, Am shows maximum number of oxidation state. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. Am, it shows maximum number of variable oxidation states. Yes, next question number 115. Lanthanum is grouped with F block elements because. Yes, while defining the F block elements, the elements start from lanthanum, is it right? Commonly we take that point. The question is, lanthanum is grouped with F block elements because. Option A, it has partially filled F orbitals. Option B, it is just before cerium in the periodic table. Option C, it has both partially filled F and D orbitals. Option D, properties of lanthanum are very similar to the elements of F block. Students, in presence of lanthanide series, contraction or lanthanoid contraction, it is observed because of lanthanides shows similar properties, right? Therefore, properties of lanthanum are very similar to the elements of F block is the right answer for the given question. Option D is right answer. Next, question number 117. EU means europium is option A one of the S block element, option B one of the P block element, option C one of the D block element, and option D F block element. Europium, where it takes place in the periodic table. Remember, europium, it is one of the F block element. It follows the general electronic configuration of F block element. If you want to write the electronic configuration, note down 4F1 to 14, 5D0 to 1, 6S2. Means it is general formula for F block elements. When you write the electronic configuration of europium, it's shown as, I write Xe means xenon, one of the noble gas, and in front of that xenon I write 4F7 6S2. 4F7 6S2. Remember, europium is one of the chemical element with the symbol Eu, and its atomic number is 63. And one more important point related to this europium is, it is one of the rarest of the rare earth element on the earth. It is one of the rarest of the rare earth element on earth. Which one? Europium. It is one of the F block element. Therefore, the right answer for this question is option D. Next, question number 113. Lanthanoid which has the smallest size in +3 state is. Lanthanoid which has the smallest size in +3 state is option A Tb, option B Er, option C Ce, option D Lu. Yes, when we observe the given options, we remember one theoretical point. On going from left to right in lanthanoid series, observe carefully my point. On going from left to right in lanthanoid series, ionic size decreases, right? Therefore, Ce 3 plus is greater than Tb plus 3, is greater than Er plus 3, is greater than Lu plus 3. Lutetium is the last element of the lanthanoids, so it will have the smallest ionic radii due to lanthanoid contraction. Remember this concept? Then the correct answer for the question, lanthanoid which has smallest size in +3 state is Lu, lutetium. Next, question number 118. The heaviest atom amongst the following is. The heaviest atom among the following is option A uranium, option B radium, option C lead, option D mercury. It's very important question. When we observe the given options or elements, first we know atom. About atom, atom is a constituent unit of matter in which matter can be divided without the release of any charged particles. Students, among the given options, uranium, its atomic number is 92, and lead, its atomic number is 82, and mercury, I think you know well about the atomic number of mercury, it's 80, and radium, its atomic number is 88. Which one has higher atomic number here? Uranium. Therefore, uranium is the heaviest element. Therefore, right answer for this question is uranium. Next question number 119. A reduction in atomic size with increase in atomic number is a characteristic of elements of. A reduction in atomic size with increase in atomic number is a characteristic of element of. Option A, high atomic masses. Option B, D block. Option C, F block. Option D, radioactive series. Yes, observe the given questions and options carefully. The reduction in atomic size with increase is atomic number is a characteristic of elements of F block. Remember my very important point, this one. The reduction in atomic size with increase is atomic number is a characteristic of elements of the F block. It is known as lanthanoid contraction and also actinoid contraction. This is due to poor shielding effect of electrons present in F subshell. If we know this point, option C, F block is right answer for this question. So option C is the right answer. Let's move to the next past computation multiple choice questions. In that first question, what is the first question? Which of the following ions will exhibit color in aqueous solution? Which of the following ions will exhibit color in aqueous solutions? Yes, students, these questions are very important. Please observe carefully. Which of the following ions will exhibit color in aqueous solutions? Option A, La3+, option B, Ti3+, option C, Lu3+, option D, Sc3+. The atomic number in bracket they given. Yes, when you observe the given options, here first option La3+ means lanthanum. Lanthanum, its atomic number is 57, but they given 3 plus charge means 3 electrons are lost. 57 minus 3 means 54 electrons. 54 electron, when you write the electronic configuration, I write only xenon, means 54 electron. Yes, La3+ is equal to Xc, means electronic configuration of Xc. Yes, next option Ti3+, titanium. You know titanium atomic number is 22, but they given 3 plus means 3 electrons are lost, remaining electrons are 19 electrons. Therefore, I write the electronic configuration argon 3d1. Argon 3d1. Yes, 3d1 means it contains one unpaired electron, therefore it is in colored. Yes, next option Lu3+, lutetium. Lutetium, its atomic number is 71, but 3 electron lost means remaining 68 electrons. Therefore, we write the electronic configuration like Xe4f14. Remember, Xe4f14. Next, option D, scandium, Sc3+. You also know scandium, its atomic number is 21 and 3 electrons are lost, means 18 electrons are remaining. Therefore, its electronic configuration is also, I write only argon in the bracket. Yes, when we observe all the electronic configurations in Ti plus 3, number of unpaired electron is 1, because of which DD transition takes place, which is priority or partially allowed. Therefore, it exhibits color in aqueous solution. When we write the electronic configuration of particular ion where the unpaired electron is present, that contains color. Yes, which one is the right answer now? Option B, Ti3 plus is correct answer or right answer because it contains one unpaired electron. Next, question number 3. Which of the following pairs has the same size? Let's observe carefully. This type of questions are asked several times. Option A, Fe2 plus and Ni2 plus. Option B, Zr4 plus, Ti4 plus. Option C, Zr4 plus, HF4 plus. Option D, Zn2 plus, HF4 plus. Which of the following pairs has same size? Students, when the question appears related to the same size or same properties of pairs, then we remember the lanthanoid contraction. Remember, due to lanthanoid contraction, the size of Zr means zirconium and HF means hafnium atom or ions becomes nearly similar. In general, the atomic and ionic radii increases on moving down the group, but the element of second transition series like zirconium, niobium, molybdenum have almost same radii as the element of third transition series like elements HF, Ta and W. HF means hafnium, Ta means tantalum, W means tungsten. This is because of lanthanoid contraction. It means imperfect shielding of one 4f electron by another. Therefore, which pair has similar size? Which one has similar size? Zr and HF. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Yes, next question, question number 4. Read the question carefully with the given options. Which of the following oxidation states is the most common among the lanthanides? One of the general or direct question it is. Which of the following oxidation state is most common among all lanthanides? Option A 3, option B 4, option C 2, option D 5. This question is simple, but surrounding this there is a large theoretical points. See students, the oxidation state of an element is the total number of electrons that an element has lost or gained. If the oxidation state of element is positive, then it means the element has lost the electrons. And if the oxidation state of an element is negative, means the element has gained the electron. This is basic point you also know very well. And also we know outer cells in the electron configuration of lanthanides are mostly 4f and 5d. The number of oxidation states of lanthanides are limited because of the large energy gap between 4f and 5d orbitals. The presence of F subcell has a great influence on the oxidation state of lanthanides. Among all the oxidation states, the most common oxidation state which is exhibited by every lanthanoid is +3 oxidation state. Remember, lanthanides usually or commonly shows +3 oxidation state. Therefore, right answer for this question is option A, 3. Next, question number 6. Acidified K2Cr2O7 solution turns green when Na2SO3 is added to it. This is due to the formation of acidified K2Cr2O7 solution, means potassium dichromate solution, turns green when Na2SO3 is added to it. Yes, first you write the required equations according to the given question. Students, the green color appears due to the formation of Cr+3 ion, is that Cr2SO4 thrice. And you write the reaction. If you want to write the reaction, write down the reaction. I tell you, write first in the reactant side Cr2O7 2 minus plus 3SO3 2 minus plus 8H plus. These are in the reactant side. When these reactants are combined, you get the products like 3 moles of SO4 2 minus plus 2Cr3 plus 4H2O. S. If you know to write this reaction, the correct answer for this question is Cr2SO4 thrice. Option A is the right answer. Next, question number 8 here. The outer electronic configuration of GD is very important element. The outer electronic configuration of GD, which containing atomic number 64, is. Students, the outer configuration of GD is Xe, 4F7, 5D1, 6S2. Once again I will tell you, xenon, 4F7, 5D1, 6S2. GD means, I think you remember, gadolinium. It is one of the chemical element with the symbol GD, belongs to F block, and its atomic number is 64. It is one of the silvery white, soft and ductile metal. Remember, the general electronic configuration of GD or gadolinium is Xe, 4F8, 5D0, 6S2. Usually or generally we write, or it observed, the general electronic configuration is that Xe, 4F8, 5D0, 6S2. But we know, if any element has half or fully filled electrons in their outermost orbital, then the element is more stable. Yes or no? Yes. Due to this reason, the electronic configuration of gadolinium, it shows half filled electronic configuration by sending the 8th electron in 4F orbital to 5D orbital. Therefore, outer electronic configuration of gadolinium or GD metal is Xe, 4F7, 5D1, 6S2. In the options where it is given Xe, 4F7, 5D1, 6S2, 4F7, 5D1, 6S2. Yes, D. Option D is the right answer. Please listen my points clearly. Next question, question number 10. The melting, it is related to melting point question. Which one of the following does not correctly represent the correct order of the property indicated against it? As observe and read the given options carefully. Here they give an order and one theoretical point related to that order. Observe carefully. In the first order they given increasing number of oxidation states. Option B they given increasing magnetic moment, and option third or means C, the order is in the basis of increasing melting points. Option D, the order is increasing second ionization enthalpy. Students, when we observe the given order with respect to that point, in that option C, the melting point of the transition elements first rise to a maximum and then fails as the atomic number increases. Manganese has abnormally low melting point. Remember, manganese has abnormally low melting point. Therefore, the correct order of the melting point is, observe the given C option, the correct order of the melting point is titanium is less than vanadium is less than chromium but greater than Mn, but they given less than Mn in the C option. So option C does not correctly represent with given order. Students, correct order of the melting point is titanium less than vanadium less than chromium greater than Mn. Along the 3D series, melting point increases up to chromium and then decreases. This is because the number of unpaired electrons increases up to chromium and then decreases. Chromium has maximum number of unpaired electrons, 6. Right? Therefore, the correct answer or right answer for this question is option C. Next question number 12. The catalytic activity of transition metals and their compounds is mainly due to. The catalytic activity of transition metals and their compounds is mainly due to option A, their magnetic behavior, option B, their unfilled d orbitals, option C, their ability to adopt a variable oxidation state, option D, their chemical reactivity. When we observe carefully the given options, we recall one point. The transition metals and their compounds are used as a catalyst because of the variable oxidation state, and they may form intermediate compounds with one of the reactant, and these intermediates provide a new path with lower activation energy. I think you know some reactions when vanadium pentoxide is react with sulfur dioxide, then we get the products like vanadium tetroxide, V2O4 and sulfur trioxide. Is it right? Then that V2O4 is again react with oxygen, we get V2O5. Right? Students, remember, the catalytic activity of transition metals and their compounds is ascribed mainly to their ability to adopt variable oxidation state, due to which they easily absorb and re-emit wide range of energies to provide a necessary activation energy. It is because of the variable oxidation state. They easily combine with one of the reactant to form an intermediate which reacts with the second reactant to form a final product. This is the theory behind this question. If we know this point, this theoretical point, then only your answer is option C. Their ability to adopt variable oxidation state. Next question number 13. Which of the following exhibit only +3 oxidation state? Which of the following exhibit only +3 oxidation state? Option A, uranium. Option B, thorium. Option C, actinium. And option D, Pa means protectium. Okay. Observe one second question. Which of the following exhibit +3 oxidation state? Students, all the given options are actinoids. First you know this point. All the given options are actinoids, and electronic configuration of actinium shows only +3 oxidation state. If you want to write the electronic configuration of all the given elements, in that first one, actinium, I take actinium, its electron configuration is 6d17s2, therefore it has only 3 electrons available to loss. And other options like thorium, it shows +3 and +4 oxidation state. Protactinium means Pa, it shows +3, +4, +5 oxidation state. And uranium, it shows variable oxidation state like +3, +4, +5 and +6. Yes, therefore actinium is the right answer for this question. It shows only +3 oxidation states among these actinoids. Next question, number 16. Which of the following lanthanoid ions are diamagnetic or is diamagnetic? Which of the following lanthanoid ion is diamagnetic? Diamagnetic means they contain no unpaired electron, means completely filled electrons. As in the bracket they given atomic number also. This is very helpful to write the electronic configuration. But the options are given in ionic form, means you write after the electron lost how many electrons are remained and how many unpaired electrons are present. Yes, no? Okay, first option I take Sm2 plus samarium. Sm2 plus Sm samarium, its atomic number is 62. When we write the electronic configuration of this Sm, 62 atomic number, and here they given 2 plus charge, therefore I write electronic configuration like Xe4f6 6s2, means it contains 6 unpaired electrons. Next, europium, its atomic number equal to U2 plus, they given Z atomic number 63. As I write xenon 4f7 6s2, means it contains 7 unpaired electrons. Yb plus 2 ytterbium, Z means atomic number equal to 70, therefore its electronic configuration Xe4f14 6s2, there is no unpaired electron because F is 14 and S2, right? No unpaired electron means 0 unpaired electron. Cerium 2 plus, its atomic number is 58. I write xenon 4f1 5d1 6s2, means 2 unpaired electrons here. When we observe all these electronic configuration, only Yb2 plus ion is diamagnetic in nature because all the electrons are paired, there is no unpaired electron. There is no unpaired electron means it is in diamagnetic in nature. Therefore, right answer for this question is option C. Okay students, next question number 20. The pair of compounds that can exist together is, the pair of compounds that can exist together is, observe the pair of molecules. Option A, FeCl3 SnCl2, option B, HgCl2 SnCl2, and option C, FeCl3 SnCl2, option D, FeCl3 and Ki. The pair of compounds that can exist together. Students, when we observe the given options, FeCl3 is common in the 3 options, right? When we observe the option C, FeCl3 and SnCl2, both are reducing agents. they given FeCl2 and SnCl2, right? Both these are reducing agents. FeCl2 and SnCl2 have lower oxidation number, hence they neither can reduce other higher oxidation states includes FeCl3 and SnCl4. Therefore option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 18. 4 successive members of the first row transition elements are listed below with atomic numbers. Which one of them is expected to have the highest E0 value? Here M3 plus changes to M2 plus E0 value. M3 plus ion means metal 3 plus ion and metal 2 plus value, E0 value. Observe the given elements, the given atomic number also. One of the theoretical concept involved question it is. For answering this question, you must and should know reduction potential of all the given species. Note down the reduction potential values. Students, E0 value of Cr3 plus bar Cr2 plus. Cr3 plus bar Cr2 plus, it is minus 0.41 volt. And E0 value for Fe3 plus bar Fe2 plus, it is plus 0.77 volt. E0 value for Mn3 plus and Mn2 plus is plus 1.57 volt. And E0 for CO means cobalt 3 plus to cobalt 2 plus, it is plus 1.97 volt. Remember, from the standard reduction potential, it can be seen that cobalt has highest tendency to reduce into plus 2 oxidation state because its reduction potential value is maximum, is at 1.97 volt. Therefore, the right answer for this question is option D, cobalt, which containing atomic number 27. Next, question number 22. The equation which is balanced and represents the correct product is. Yes, observe the given reactions. The question is the equation which is balanced. Check whether the reaction is balanced or not. First thing, and represent the correct product is. Observe all the given options. Students, when we observe all the given options, means respective reactions, in that option B, the complex, given complex, it decomposes under acidic medium because they react with H plus. Reaction decomposes under acidic medium. In given options, equation 1 is unfavorable. Remember, in given options, equation 1 is unfavorable in forward direction because K2O is unstable while LiO2 is stable. When we observe the given equation number 3, it is not balanced with respect to charge, and equation 4 gives K3CuCN4 as the product, but they write K2, but usually in that particular reaction the product formed is K3CuCN4. And another thing, if you know all these points, equation 2 is correct and balanced. Therefore option B or option 2 is the right answer. Yes, next I forgot 22 question. So see the 22nd question. The reaction of aqueous KMnO4 with H2O2 hydrogen peroxide in acidic condition gives. Yes, must and should you write the reaction according to the question. This reaction takes place in acidic medium, means you add one of the acid, and the reaction involves the products KMnO4 and hydrogen peroxide. So if you want to write the reaction, write 2 KMnO4 plus 3H2SO4 plus 5H2O2. These are the reactants. When they are combined, the product forms are K2SO4 plus 2MnSO4 plus 8H2O plus 5O2 is that Mn2 plus ion and O2. In this reaction, KMnO4 oxidizes H2O2 to O2. Hydrogen peroxide get oxidized to O2, and itself permanganate ion MnO4 minus gets reduced to Mn2 plus ions as MnSO4. Hence, aqueous solution of KMnO4 with H2O2 yields Mn2 plus and O2 in acidic condition. Right. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Okay, move to the next question. Question number 26. Try the question. How to write the answer for particular question. Question number 26. The number of d electrons in Fe2 plus. Number of d electrons in Fe2 plus. Fe atomic number is 26, is not equal to the number of electrons in which one of the following. Yes, write the electronic configuration of Fe2 plus. Yes, we know atomic number of iron is 26, means they given Fe plus 2, means 2 electrons are lost. When you write the electronic configuration of iron, it is like argon 3d6 4s2, but 2 electrons lost means only I write 3d6. Number of d electrons here 6. Yes, but in Cl we write the electronic configuration of Cl like 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5, because its atomic number is 17. Total p electrons in neon. Total p electrons in neon. It is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, means here p electrons are 6. And the total s electrons in magnesium. They given the atomic number in bracket. It is very easy to write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Write all the electronic configuration of given elements. Total number of s electrons in magnesium is also 6. Right. Then which one is the right answer? Yes, in Cl. P electrons in Cl. Right. Therefore, correct answer for this question is option A. The number of d electrons in Fe2 plus is not equal to the number of electrons in which one of the following? P electrons in Cl. Okay students, next question number 28. Which is the correct order of increasing energy of the listed orbitals in the atom of titanium? Which is the correct order of increasing energy of the listed orbitals in the atom of titanium? Option A 3s 4s 3p 3d, option B 4s 3s 3p 3d, option C 3s 3p 3d 4s, 3s 3p 4s 3d is the option D. Students, for answering this question, you must recall the concept n plus L rule. N plus L rule. I think in this concept is studied under quantum numbers. N plus rule can be used here. Titanium is a multi-electron system. Multi-electron system, N plus L. S here, 3s means 3 plus S here, S value is 0. Therefore 3 plus 0 equal to 3. And in presence of 3p, it is 3 plus p means 1. L value of p is 1. Therefore 3 plus 1 is 4. And 4s means 4 plus 0 equal to 4. And 3d, d means its value, L value of d is 2. 3 plus 2 equal to 5. If n plus L values are same, then value of n has to be considered. You know this point in quantum numbers in PUC first year, right? Therefore the correct answer for 28th question is option D. Next question number 32. Gadolinium belongs to 4f series. Its atomic number is 64. Which of the following is the correct electronic configuration of gadolinium? Gadolinium. Yes, how you write the electronic configuration? This is one of the direct question. Gadolinium, its atomic number is 64. Therefore I write Xe 4f7 5d1 6s2 instead of Xe 4f8 5d0 6s2 because of to get the more stability. Therefore correct answer for this question is option C, Xe 4f7 5d1 6s2. Next question number 39. Which of the following compounds is metallic and ferromagnetic? Which of the following compounds is metallic and ferromagnetic? Option A, PO2. Option B, MnO2. Option C, TiO2. And option D, CrO2. Students, when we observe the given options, out of all the 4 given metallic oxides, CrO2 is attracted by magnetic field very strongly. This effect persists even when the magnetic field is removed. Thus, CrO2 is metallic and ferromagnetic in nature. Therefore, right answer for this question is option D. Next question. Match the catalyst to the correct processes. Yes, this is very important. Remember, in the one side they given catalyst, and that catalyst is used in which process they given in another part. There are 4 options: A, TiCl4, PdCl2, C, CuCl2 and D, V2O5. Vanadium pentoxide, I think it is used in contact process. Is it right? You also know well about this. Next, PdCl2 or TiCl4, titanium tetrachloride, it is used in Ziegler-Natta catalyst, yes, or Ziegler-Natta polymerization. Yes, if you know all these points or observe carefully the given options with correct matches, which one is your answer? TiCl4, the correct combination is second one, Ziegler-Natta. And PdCl2, it is one of the catalyst used in Wacker process. And CuCl2, it is used in Decon's process, because we used in Decon's reaction. and V2O5 is used in contact process. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Next question number 35. Which one of the following statement is correct when SO2 is passed through K2Cr2O7? Yes, the concept of K2Cr2O7 and KMnO4, it is deleted in your state level syllabus, but when you concentrate on JEE exam, all the concepts are involved. Therefore, I select some questions on this topic also. Students, now the question is, which one of the following statement is correct when SO2 is passed to acidified K2Cr2O7? First, you write the reaction takes place between SO2 and K2Cr2O7. In acidic medium, they mentioned acidified. Yes. Therefore, I write the reaction like, you also write this, K2Cr2O7 plus SO2 plus H2SO4 gives K2SO4 Cr2SO4 thrice. It is one of the green color product and H2O. Remember students, when SO2 is passed through acidified K2Cr2O7 solution, a green color Cr2SO4 thrice is formed. Here sulfur dioxide is oxidized to sulfuric acid and potassium dichromate is reduced to chromic sulfate. A orange color of solution turns to green here. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. Option D. Next question number 43. Which one of the following ions exhibit DD transition and paramagnetism as well? Observe the given options carefully. They are given in the ionic forms. Which one of the following ions exhibit DD transitions and paramagnetism as well? CrO4 2 minus, Cr2O7 2 minus, MnO4 2 minus, MnO4 only negative charge, means MnO4 minus. Students, listen my point related to this question clearly. When we observe the given options, in that option C, MnO4 2 minus, it exhibits DD transition and paramagnetism as well as it has one unpaired electron. Remember, Mn atom in MnO4 2 minus has +6 oxidation with outer electronic configuration 3d1. Mn atom has outer electronic configuration 3d5,4s2. But Mn atom in MnO4 minus has +7 oxidation state with outer electronic configuration 3d0. It has 0 unpaired electrons and it is in diamagnetic nature. DD transitions are not possible here. Yes, next, chromium atom in CrO4 2 minus has +6 oxidation state with outer electronic configuration 3d0. It also has 0 unpaired electron, therefore it is also diamagnetic in nature and DD transitions are not possible here. Cr atom means chromium atom has outer electronic configuration of 3d5,4s1. Then chromium atom in Cr2O7 2 minus has +6 oxidation with outer electronic configuration 3d0. It has also 0 unpaired electron and it is also in diamagnetic in nature and DD transitions are not possible. So, which one exhibit DD transition and paramagnetism here? Option C, MnO4 2 minus. So option C is the right answer. Next question number 45. When XO2 is fused with alkali metal hydroxide in presence of an oxidizing agent such as KNO3, a dark green product is formed, which disproportionates in acidic solution to afford a dark purple solution. X is, which one is the element? Simple question is, which one is element during this process? Option A, Mn. Option B, Cr means chromium. Option C, vanadium. Option D, titanium. Read the question carefully. After that, you write the required equation or reaction for the given question. First, you remember, when fused with alkali metal hydroxides in presence of oxidizing agents, we observe the reactions like MnO2 plus 2 moles of KOH plus KNO3, then you get the product K2MnO4 plus KNO2 plus H2O. Here disproportion reaction takes place. MnO4 2 minus plus 4H plus gives 2MnO4 minus plus MnO2 and 2 moles of H2O. Here purple color complexes are formed. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is Mn. Observe or read carefully once again the question, and your answer is Mn. Next question, 48th question. 5 gram of zinc is treated separately with an excess of A, dilute hydrochloric acid, and B, aqueous sodium hydroxide. The ratio of the volumes of H2 evolved in these two reactions is, they given the ratio. Option A 1:2, option B 1:1, option C 1:4, and option D 2:1. As zinc is treated separately with an excess of dilute hydrochloric acid and aqueous sodium hydroxide. Therefore, the reactions are, write the reaction, Zn plus 2 moles of NaOH, it gives Na2 ZnO2 plus H2. And another reaction, Zn plus 2 HCl gives ZnCl2 plus H2. If you write this reaction according to stoichiometry, in both the reactions equal number of moles of H2 is evolved. Therefore, the correct ratio is 1:1. Which one is the right answer now? Option B is the right answer. When you write the reaction, then only you answer this question. Yes, students, now some applied multiple choice questions discussed now. These questions are already provided in your material. Those questions only I select here. So first question, the element with which of the following outer electronic configuration may exhibit the largest number of oxidation state in its compounds? Option A 3d5 4s2, option B 3d8 4s2, option C 3d7 4s2, option D 3d6 4s2. Students, observe the given options carefully and listen my point. A number of oxidation states exhibited by d block elements is the sum of number of electrons, means number of unpaired electrons in d orbitals, and number of electrons in s orbitals, right? So when you observe the given options, in that 1.3d3 4s2, 3d3 4s2 means second option. Here oxidation state is 3 plus 2 means 5, and another option 3d5 4s1, 3d5 4s1. Here oxidation number is 5 plus 1 means 6, and 3D54S2, here 5 plus 2 means 7 oxidation state, and 3D44S2 means 4 plus 2 6 electrons, 6 oxidation number. Hence an element with 3D54S2 configuration exhibit the largest number of oxidation state, 3D54S2. Option A is the right answer for this question. Next, question number 2. The value of spin only magnetic moment for one of the following configurations is 2.84 Bohr magneton. Yes, the correct one is. They already given the spin only magnetic moment value, means mu equal to 2.84 Bohr magneton. Then the correct one is option A, D5 in strong ligand field, D3 in weak as well as strong field, D4 in weak ligand fields, option D, D4 in strong ligand fields. When you observe this question, first you know theory related to spin only magnetic moment. You know formula, the root of n into n plus 2, where n is number of unpaired electrons, but they already given the value of under root of n into n plus 2 is equal to 2.84, or n into n plus 2, not root, only n into n plus 2, its value becomes 8.0656 or n equal to 2 in an octahedral complex. For a D4 configuration in a strong field ligand, number of unpaired electrons equal to 2. Therefore, option D is the right answer, D4 in strong field ligands. Next, question number 4. The correct order of magnetic moments, in bracket they given spin only values in Bohr magneton among is. They want to select the correct order of magnetic moment. Yes, in the options they given different orders of complexes. Observe carefully and select the right one. Students, in the complex FeCN6 4-, here no unpaired electrons are present. No unpaired electrons. Remember, in FeCN6 4-, here there is no unpaired electrons. And in presence of MnCl4 2-, number of unpaired electrons becomes 5. Number of unpaired electrons become 5. And in presence of CaCOCl4 means cobalt chloride 2-, here number of unpaired electrons equal to 3. I think you know one point, the greater the number of unpaired electron, magnitude of magnetic moment. The greater the number of unpaired electron, magnitude of magnetic moment. Hence the correct order will be MnCl4 2- is greater than COCl4 2- greater than FeCN6 4-, where it is given, or this order is given in your option, in option C. MnCl4 2- is greater than COCl4 2-, next FeCN6 4-. Therefore option C is the right answer. Next, question number 9. One question is present here. Among the following series of transition metal ions, the one where all the metal ions have 3d2 electronic configuration is, in the bracket they given atomic numbers of titanium, it is 22, vanadium it is 23, chromium it is 24, and Mn it is 25. Yes, observe the given options carefully. They given all the elements with respect to charges. Question is, among the following series transition metal ions, the one where all the metal ions have 3d2 electronic configuration is. So write the electronic configuration of all the ions. First I take titanium. I write argon 3d2 4s2, and I write chromium like argon 3d5 4s1, and vanadium argon 3d3 4s2, and Mn argon 3d5 4s2. Among the metal ions, the one where all the metal ions have 3d2 electronic configuration is Ti2 plus, V3 plus, Cr4 plus, and Mn5 plus. Therefore, D option is the right answer. You write all the electron configuration of respective metal ions. Then you find out the correct answer for this question is option D. Next, question number 9. For D block elements, the first ionization potential is of the order. For D block elements, the first ionization potential is of the order. They given a respective orders in the A, B, C, D options. Carefully observe the given options. For D block elements, the first ionization potential is of the order. Ionization energy in presence with increase in atomic number. Remember, ionization energy increases with increase in atomic number. However, the trend is irregular among some D block elements on the basis of elements configuration. On the basis of electronic configuration like zinc, I think you also know how to write the electronic configuration of zinc. It is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s, 3d10, 4s2. Yes, once again, Zn 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3d10, 4s2. And iron 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d6, 4s2. And copper 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3d10, 4s1. And chromium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d5, 4s1. Here, first ionization energy follows in the order zinc is greater than iron, greater than copper, greater than chromium. Where the order is given in your options, Zn is greater than Fe, greater than copper, greater than chromium. Where it is given? Yes, option A. Option A is right answer. Next, question number 11. Which of the following combines with Fe2 ions to form a Brown complex? As observe the given options, they given NO, N2O, N2O3, N2O5, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide. Sorry, first one NO means nitric oxide, N2O nitrous oxide, and N2O3 dinitrogen trioxide, dinitrogen pentoxide, etc. Right? Yes. Students, remember NO means nitric oxide when it reacts with FeSO4. In that oxidation state of Fe is +2 to form a brown ring complex. I think you know well about brown ring, and this experiment is also already done in your PUC first year salt analysis process. I think you know the complex formed during the brown ring test, that is penta aqua nitrosyl iron 2 sulfate ion FeH2O5NOSO4. Hence option A is correct answer. Next, question number 15. Read the question and given options carefully. When NH4 twice Cr2O7 is heated, the gas evolved is. When ammonium dichromate is heated, the gas evolved is, right? The reaction. When ammonium dichromate is heated, then you get the products Cr2O3 and 4 moles of H2O and N2. Means N2 is one of the nitrogen gas. When ammonium dichromate is heated, it forms nitrogen gas Cr2O3 and water is the product. Therefore,
The direct answer for this question is nitrogen gas is evolved during heating process of ammonium dichromate. Next question number 16. A compound of iron exists as a dimer in vapor state. It is hygroscopic in nature and dissolves in water, giving brown acidic solution. The compound is, observe the given options carefully. The options are Fe3O4, FeSO4, FeCl3 and FeO2. When we observe the given options, the solution is acidic due to the formation of HCl and brown due to FeOH thrice, means ferric hydroxide. If you want to write the reaction FeCl3 plus 3 moles of H2O, it forms FeOH3 plus 3 moles of HCl. Here FeOH3, it is one of the brown colored compound. So right answer for this question is option C, FeCl3, ferric chloride. Next question number 19. To only try this. A metal M and its compound can give the following observable changes in consequence of reactions. Yes, observe the question clearly. Here they given some catalyst and metal reactions and intermediate terms, etc. But the question is, which one is the metal? Option A magnesium, option B lead, and option C zinc, and option D tin. This is one of the tricky question here. Yes students, when you observe clearly the given reactions, zinc reacts with dilute nitric acid to form zinc nitrate. A metal M and its compound can give the following. Zinc reacts with dilute nitric acid to form zinc nitrate. When you write the reaction 4Zn plus 10HNO3, it gives 4Zn means zinc nitrate plus NH4NO3 twice plus 3H2. Write the reaction once again. 4Zn plus 10HNO3, 4ZnNO3 twice plus NH4NO3 twice plus 3H2O. Zinc nitrate reacts with sodium hydroxide to form sodium nitrate and white precipitate of zinc hydroxide. Observe the question carefully. If you write the reaction 2NaOH plus ZnNO3 twice gives 2NaNO3 plus ZnOH2, zinc hydroxide. Remember, this zinc hydroxide reacts with the excess sodium hydroxide to form sodium zincate. If you want to write the reaction ZnOH2 plus N2NaOH, then we get the product Na2ZnO2 plus 2H2O. This sodium zincate reacts with hydrogen sulfide to form a white precipitate of zinc sulfide. Reaction is like Na2ZnO2, sodium zincate. When it is react with hydrogen sulfide means H2S, then we get the precipitate form of zinc sulfide, ZnS, plus 2 moles of NaOH plus 2H2O. Therefore C is right answer for this question, because zinc is used in all this reaction. Option C is the right answer. Next question number 24. Copper is very slowly oxidized on the surface in moist air, giving a green coating of verdigris is. Option A Cu2O, option B CuCO3, option C CuCS3COO twice dot COOH2, option D CuSO4. Students, on exposure of copper to moist air having carbon dioxide, a coating of green layer of basic carbonate CaCO3 CaOH2 means calcium carbonate calcium hydroxide known as verdigris is formed. The combination of CuCO3 and CaOH2 CuCO3 and CuOH2 verdigris. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option C. Next, question number 44. Which of the following statement is not correct? Read carefully the given options. Among those 4 options, which one is not correct? Lanthanum hydroxide is less basic than lutetium hydroxide. In lanthanide series, ionic radius of lanthanum ions is decreases. Lanthanum is actually an element of transition series rather than lanthanide series. Atomic radii of zirconium and hafnium are same because of lanthanide contraction. Yes, students, LaOH3 means lanthanum hydroxide is less basic than lutetium hydroxide. LaOH3 is more basic than LaOH3 is more basic than LuOH3 in lanthanides. In lanthanides, the basic character of hydroxides decreases as the ionic radius decreases. Remember this point. Then, which one is the incorrect statement here? Option A is given reverse. Therefore, it is incorrect. Next, 48th question. Identify the incorrect statement among the following. Option A, 4f and 5f orbitals are equally shielded. Is it 4f and 5f orbitals are equally shielded? No, okay. See next points. Option B, d block elements show irregular and erratic chemical properties among themselves. Lanthanum and lutetium have partially filled orbitals and no other partially filled orbitals. The chemistry of various lanthanides is very similar. Students, when we observe the all given options, in that first one, 4f and 5f orbitals are not equally shielded. I think you also know this point. 5f are poorly shielded as 5f orbitals are away from the nucleus. 5f are poorly shielded as 5f orbitals are away from the nucleus. Also, 5f has poor shielding effect than 4f due to the large size of f orbital. It is more diffused. Therefore, the option A is also one of the incorrect statement. But other given options are theoretically right. Next, 49 question. Question number 49. Cerium, which containing atomic number 58, is an important member of the lanthanoids. Which of the following statement about cerium is incorrect? Option A, +4 oxidation state of cerium is not known in solutions. Option B, the +3 oxidation state of cerium is more stable than the +4 oxidation state. Option C, the common oxidation state of cerium is +3 and +4. Option D, cerium 4 act as an oxidizing agent. As students, when we observe the given options, the incorrect statement about the cerium is only C option. +4 oxidation state is common for cerium. the common oxidation state of cerium is +3 and +4, you remember. +3 oxidation state of cerium is more stable than +4 oxidation state, and cerium 4 act as a good oxidizing agent. These are some theoretical points related to this cerium. But in the option C, the common oxidation state of cerium are +3 and in option A, they given the +4 oxidation state of cerium is not known in solution. But this is wrong statement. So correct answer means incorrect statement related to cerium is option A. Next, last question. The correct order of ionic radii of yttrium, lanthanum, uranium ion and lutetium ion is? Yes, which one is the right answer? Students, when we observe the given options, we remember one point. The correct order of ionic radii of Y3+, La3+, Eu means europium 3+, and lutetium 3+ is Y means yttrium 3+, less than lutetium 3+, less than europium 3+, and less than lanthanum 3+, because europium and lutetium are the members of lanthanoid series, and lanthanum is representative element of the element of such series, and yttrium 3+ ion has lower radii as comparison to La3+ means lanthanum 3+ ion, because it lies immediately above it in the periodic table. Therefore, correct answer or right answer for this question is Y3+ less than Lu3+, less than Eu3+, less than La3+. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Okay, students, so many questions which are provided in your material are discussed. Please go through these questions with answers and write once again all the questions with answers and read well. Thank you.